Space Shuttle Atlantis prepares to come home. Its crew has spent the last 12 days assembling the International Space Station. Then something happens that no one expects.
Houston, Atlantis. Go ahead.
The day before the shuttle returns back to Earth, the commander reports kind of sighting something that he's not seen before.
There's some kind of reflective structure.
Mission Control asks Commander Brent Jett to describe what he sees.
A structure that's definitely not rigid, or it's not a solid metal structure. Doesn't look like anything I've ever seen on the outside of the shuttle, that's for sure.
Mission Control take remote control of the payload bay camera. That's when things start to really get interesting.
Okay, we're seeing 3 or 4 objects.
No, there are 3 objects.
Strangely enough, at that point, you have multiple objects, 2 more that join in and essentially form some sort of triangular formation.
For 20 minutes, Atlantis tracks the flashing lights across the sky, beaming images back to Mission Control.
They're going over the video that you guys sent down.
Video is looked at right away, and engineers jump on it right away. Find out what it is.
When news of the sightings reaches the media, it causes a sensation.
Everyone's buzzing about these 3 objects that we're seeing.
We're awash with stories about unexplained craft, but when you get these from astronauts, you pay a little bit more attention.
In the lore of what are termed unidentified flying objects, one of the most iconic shapes in all of that is the triangle, so this fits the bill.
Based on the way the objects are moving, NASA assumes this is space debris reflecting the sunlight.
You are flying through a vacuum, so things that are out in space will generally tend to hang out together. Having 3 objects, you always have a triangle.
But not everyone agrees with the official explanation.
NASA's explanation of space junk, to me, is just, just ridiculous. They should be able to recognize what space junks are. These guys are astronauts, okay? They're trained for this.
But NASA really does suspect they're tracking space junk. And they're worried. Because 3 years earlier, shuttle debris brought down the Shuttle Columbia.
Following what occurred on STS-107 when we lost the Columbia, NASA is very interested in tracking virtually every piece of debris.
NASA fears the Atlantis is seeing a critical piece of its hardware that's broken off.
In Mission Control, we really want to get pictures like this of anything floating nearby any shuttle, especially if it appears to have come off the shuttle. This kind of warning that was missed in 2003 are the warnings you want to get every time, and you want to find them out, you want to see them, you want to report them, and you want to react to them.
Unsure what these unidentified objects are, NASA doesn't take any chances.
They've decided that based on this project that we saw, that we're going to wave off tomorrow. So our next deorbit opportunity is going to be on flight day 13.
Atlantis, we copy.
NASA delays the landing so they can check that Atlantis has not been compromised.
This is Mission Control Houston during this survey to confirm the integrity of Atlantis' heat shield.
In this case, it looks like it's more likely to be an incidental object broken free accidentally from the shuttle. And I believe that's in the end the NASA decision.
One day after first sighting the mysterious flashing lights, STS-115 is finally cleared to land.